are 10 songwriting hacks that will instantly make you a better songwriter with little to no effort. Let's get straight into it. Watch the board. You know what this looks like, right? Yeah. Number 1, always walk with your phone. Very, very important, because you don't know when inspiration might hit. And when inspiration hits, you should be ready. Now, there's this one saying that my dad likes to say a lot there, which he says, a short pencil is better than a long memory. Simple, right? The pencils used to write. Sometimes you might think about something, if you don't write it down, you might forget it. Really think about what I'm saying very well. And it is true when it comes to music and songwriting, because sometimes inspiration hits in the weirdest of places. Trust me. And in songwriting, your 5 senses play an active role. You could see something and inspiration hits. You could hear something, you could touch something, you could feel something. So you should be always ready to write something down. It could be short notes. It doesn't have to be like the long thing. But the thing about songwriting is experiences. What you experience is what you'll be able to translate into a songwriting. And the reason why I said phone, and I didn't just say a notebook or a piece of paper, is that a phone has more capabilities. 1, the ability to record. You see, the thing about songwriting is that melodies play a huge part, right? So if I'm with my phone and I hear something, I can always take my recorder and just do, you understand, and put it down. Then when I'm done, because some people like to do melody first before lyrics, right? I'm one of those people, exactly. So when I do that, once I get my melody, then I can be able to translate it into the lyrics later. And songwriting is not just about writing. It embodies everything. Anything to make the song better, you build on that. So always remember, have your phone around you. Just don't use it for degenerate stuff, if you know what I mean. Number 2, practice active listening on songs you love. As a musician, you should understand that the music career or the music process is an unending learning process. Now, what is active listening? Now, most people mostly listen to music passively. I understand you are listening to music to enjoy the music, to feel, to unwind. But as a musician, you should listen to it actively. And what do I mean by that? The one question you should ask yourself every time you are listening to the music is why? This simple word. Why did they play it like that? Why did they use this? Why did they do that? Can you do it this way? Why did it? That why makes you seek. And if you seek, you would find. Because when you actively listen to a song, you immerse yourself in whatever it took to make that song. The melodies, the instruments, the lyrics, how the song goes, the emotions. Listening to a song like that, trust me, will improve your songwriting skills, because you are going to listen to what the person said, how the person said it, how you could rephrase it. That's the word. Our mind is like a creative bank, right? If you have a bank that stores money. If you put money inside, you have money to remove when you need it. But if you don't have money inside, when you need it, you don't have any money to remove. Exactly. So just take it as this is our mind. Our mind is also like a creative bank. This is the ideas. If we don't feed ourselves with ideas, we can never remove ideas when we need to remove ideas or when we're about to make music. And one of the ways to feed ourselves with ideas in music or in songwriting is by listening to other songs or songwriters. And when we are listening to them, we don't just passively listen to them like, oh, okay, so no, you're actively listening. Okay, how did he? Have you seen an instrumentalist learning how to play an instrument before? We are not just learning, okay, how did they do this? How did they? Because we are supposed to learn how to play exactly how they did it, or we want to be able to do it in our own way. So we first have to learn the basics before we learn what we want to, or how we will be able to do it in our own way. Do you understand what I mean by that? Do the research about this active listening word. And if you are feeling lazy, I did a complete guide about active listening. And it's on my page. I'm going to put the link right here. Check it out. Number 3, practice rewriting parts of your favorite songs. Now, one of the best ways you can practice your songwriting is by using references. That's one of the fastest ways too. What are references? Other songs, other musics that you listen to. Exactly. Okay, so now the key thing that you have to do here is to use your favorite song. The reason why I say favorite song is that with the favorite song, you probably know everything about that song because you've listened to it a couple of times, countless number of times. Now, here's the thing. We are coming to write lyrics here. We are trying to improve our songwriting skills. Now, Afrobeats, I don't really suggest learning through Afrobeats using references because Most of the time, Afrobeat, the lyrics don't really carry substances. So you could use foreign songs. At least that one is better. Exactly. So let me use one song. Ed Sheeran, right? Shape of You. I think that is a very common song, Shape of You. And now let me give you an example of what I mean. Now the goal here is we are using Ed Sheeran's Shape of You. We are going to actively listen to what Ed Sheeran says to improve our songwriting skills. You understand? So the most important thing is that you listen to each line of the song. And of course, we can't do that here. It's going to be too long. So we are going to take the first line. And what does the first line say? It said what? The club isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. Now, the thing that you have to do here is, this is the first line. You have to ask yourself, why? Now, we are going to do something that we call, I know it's a big word, but listen to me, insinuation. Which means that Ed Sheeran said what? The club isn't the best place to find a lover, the bar is where I go. So you have to ask yourself, what did Ed Sheeran mean by that? That's how we start. What did he mean by that? Because you need to know what Ed Sheeran means before you rephrase it. Now the thing is that we find the line that we want and then we rephrase the line that we want. That is one of the fastest ways to improve your songwriting skills. So if we listen to the lyrics, the club isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. So it means that most of the time in the club, there are bad people there. You can't find a lover. They're all there to have fun and, you know, all those things. Bad girls. So let's just say bad girls are in the club. So I'm going to use my piano app to find the key. You get me? So let's try something. Okay. The club isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. Okay, exactly. So now, if we are to rephrase this, what? We could say, bad girls are in the club, don't know where to find a good lover. So, bad girls are in the club, don't know where to find a good lover. Bad girls are in the club, don't know where to find a good lover. You see? Something like this. Okay, let's go. Bad girls are in the club, don't know where to find a good lover. You see? Bad girls are in the club, don't know where to find a good lover. Now you see, I've just rephrased what Ed Sheeran said. Exactly. But I used my own melodies in a way. Now, what you have to do to practice is that you pick every single line that the person said in your favorite song and ask yourself, how can I rephrase it? Ask yourself, what did the person mean here? How can I rephrase it? What did the person mean here? Now, this is practice. Now, as you do this a lot of times, you realize that you just start writing flawlessly. This is one trick that a lot of people don't know about, but if you use it, it's going to help you a lot. Just actively listen to your songs, listen to the lyrics. Adele said, hello, it's me. I don't know, you could just rephrase it. Sometimes you don't even need to rephrase it. You could find the opposite of what she said. You understand? So she said, hello, it's me. Goodbye, it's not you. You get my point. You don't. Number 4, practice the art of sketching. And I don't mean like sketching on a piece of paper. Relax. I mean sketching lyrics. Now listen up. There's this saying, less is more. Soak this saying in very, very well. This is one of the most important hacks that you're going to use in your songwriting skills. That's why you need your phone with you, your piece of paper or your pen, anything with you. Because ideas in music don't come in full like that. They come in puzzles, and now you have to piece them together when you get the chance to. But when the ideas come, you have to have something that you are going to put it on or write it on. Sketches sometimes can be one word. More, it can be love, it can be hate, it can be anything. Anything, literally anything. You understand? Now, when you are done, you have to find a way to piece this, that together, or you could do them as stand-alones. Okay, now my topic is what? Anything. What? I'll give anything and anything to fall in love. You see? Yeah. So never discard one-word ideas. Your aim is to just jot it down and see how you can piece them together. And also, you have to know that the lyrics, sometimes it doesn't come, it just comes in melodies. You can just be hearing, Let me just see whether I can even use my piano app to do something. You understand? I've just gotten something. If I find some Afrobeat beat and put this melody on it, let's see what we will get. Yeah. you are mala, 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 but mala, you are mala, you are mala, you are. You understand? So I've started building. I started with tana, 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 so tana, tana, tana. Then I start adding more melodies. Tana, na 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 na. Exactly. You get my point. Eh? One of the things I do after is to use the rule of 3, right? If I do tana tana na 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 na. You see what I did? My first melody was tana na 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 na. Second melody tana na 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 na. Third melody tana na 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 na. 1, 2, 3. Listen. Pana 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 pana. You see? Because before you build a fully fledged song, you have to start with the sketch. Are we learning something today? Number 5, revise and edit. The number 1 mistake that a lot of musicians make is that they don't watch the board. They don't keep it stupid simple. This sentence, which leads me to the next point, revision and editing. Now just stay with me right here. You're going to learn something. Now when you're writing, make a rough draft of what the song is going to look like. Then you revise and then you edit for it to become a good song. But there's one secret trick that if you use, oh my God, it's going to change your whole songwriting career for good. Trust me. And it is this word, keep it stupid simple. You know, let me just give you, let me explain it for you. See, think of songwriting as a business, right? And what is the most important thing to every business? It is what? The TAM, which is the total addressable market. And when we say total addressable market, the amount of people that the business can sell to. And in every business, this thing is very important because if you are entering a market with a low TAM, that means you're going to lose. You are not going to be in business. Now, let me give you an example. If you are selling wedding rings to people above 65-year-old, what's going to be your TAM? Very low, little to none, because how many people are trying to get married at 65? I mean, there are some people, but how many? Exactly. Now, if you are selling condoms, if you are selling condoms, you are in business. Clap for yourself. Now bring that knowledge to songwriting. Yes, there's TAM in songwriting. Of course, your words, that's the TAM. This word. Now, if your words are too cumbersome, you see what I did right here? Yeah. Cumbersome. I could have replaced it with huge. Right? It's not everybody that understands the word cumbersome. Now, I have alienated. You see what I did right now? I have lost the interest of some people because they do not comprehend. You see what I'm doing right now? Instead of comprehend, they do not understand what I am saying. So your lyrics, right, can push people away from you or bring people to you. It is what you say. Do they understand it? Because if not everybody understands what you are saying, then that means your TAM is not huge. That is why English songs can fly. Because a lot of people understand English. So now the TAM, the total addressable market for the English-speaking people, is huge. So now I use simple words in my songwriting. It makes everybody understand it because now they know what I am saying. You see how simple it is? So after getting your rough sketch, obviously you are going to write a lot of things and all those things. But when you are revising and you are editing it, please just keep your lyrics simple. Something that everybody will understand. If it is like huge, just make it groovy. You understand? Of course, it's not only lyrics that makes a song hit. The groove, the melody, and all those things make a song hit. But you know, the more simple it is, it just penetrates. I go die for you. I go die for you. Everybody knows you go die. Simple. I will leave the surface of the earth for. You get me? Number 6. Take breaks away from your art to refresh your ears. See, I am constantly amazed about how many people take pride in saying that, oh, I am a workaholic, I don't sleep, grind everything. Bro, first of all, you're not that guy. Secondly, rest. Now listen to me. Take breaks because it's not about how hard you work. It is what you work on. Musicians, come here. Now, one thing that is going to greatly influence your creativity is this word, rest. Bro, don't joke with it. You can never neglect it. Now, let me explain something. Let me use music production. Now, in music production, we have something that we call ear fatigue. or not even music production, anything. And what does it mean? The tiredness of the ears, simply put. Now you can be mixing something or listening to something so much that now the thing begins to sound trash. Not because it is trash, it is because of something that we call ear fatigueness. Now I'm going to go a little sciencey. Just stay with me and you're going to understand every single thing, I promise. Let me use simple basic biology, right? Now when we play music, the music travels in something that we call sound waves. And this is your ears. Just take it as this is your ears. Now, when it travels through the sound waves, it enters the ears through something that we call the ear canal, right? And the ear canal, the sound goes inside and hits something here. This particular thing is what we call the ear drum. And like it says, it's a drum, ear drum, it hits. And this thing, right, when the sound waves comes inside, it hits it and this thing vibrates. It's in your ears. So the lower the frequency, the more it moves. Vroom, vroom. The higher the frequency, the lesser it moves, the faster it moves. So the low frequency goes like this, boom, in your ears. High frequency, exactly. Now I want you to do an exercise right now. Take your fist like this. Do this, and just start doing this. To the ladies, it's going to come natural. Just do this, right? Do this for about 2 hours. Just keep on doing it. But now some of you guys will be tired, you understand? Well, me, I'm already tired. Now ask yourself this question. How about your ears? Now imagine listening to a song for 5 hours straight and nobody should shout. I know people listening to music for 5 hours straight, right? And your eardrum just keeps on vibrating for that long, especially if it's like a song that has a lot of bass inside the ears. What will happen to your ear? It will get tired, obviously, and still you're also damaging the ears. So just look at it in that way, in terms of music production. Now you need to take breaks. You need to rest. As a music producer, you need to just go and do something else and come back. At least by that time, you've given your ears some time to rest so I don't damage it. Exactly. Now it's the same thing for everything, including songwriting. But this time, you're using your brain because you're writing from your head. You understand? And so you need to take breaks because there's something that we also call willpower. I'm going to make like a separate topic out of this. But there's something that we call willpower. I mean, if you use your brain so much, right, and you write to a point, you just see that it's just like you learning. Like you're learning something and then it gets to a point like nothing is entering. You need to take a break. Trust me, rest. Hey, rest is like the best medicine. I don't even know how to explain it. So in songwriting, when you just go and then you come back, it just gives you like a whole new perspective of what you're writing. You just begin to get new ideas and you just begin to change some of the things that you've written already. So take breaks. It's very, very important. Like I said, I'm going to make this a standalone topic. Next point, number 7. Collaborate with other musicians close to you. Now this is very important in songwriting. Listen up. Most of the time, as a musician or a songwriter, most of your songwriting or your music making process is going to be based on the experiences of your 5 senses. What you saw, what you touched, what you felt, what you smelled, what you heard. It's basically that. Now, you should also know that no human experience is the exact same, right? We could sleep the same way, but our experiences, our dreams are different. So imagine that you're collabing with someone with a different experience. It gives you a fresh new perspective into the same topic you are talking about. So we can also have a different songwriting experience if we collaborate with professional songwriters or even musicians. Build a community of like-minded people like you and you'll be able to share thoughts and ideas. Try this. Number 8, improve your instrument skills. Mastering an instrument, right, means that you have to learn how to play the instrumentals of a song or the melodies of a song. Now, if you're learning an instrument like a piano, there's a point where you have to learn the melodies of a song. Like, joy to the world, the Lord is come. You have to learn the melodies. And what is a melody? Simply put, a sequence of notes that sound pleasing to the ear. Now, if I'm to give an example on my mini keyboard as well. Exactly. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. This was a sequence of notes that I was playing that sounded pleasing to the ear. Let us receive Zuki. Now, in learning how to play an instrument too, there will come a stage where you have to learn how to play according to beat or according to rhythm. Think of all these things that you have learned and translate all of them into songwriting. With this knowledge, you know how to place the words very well so that they go according to rhythm or according to beat, and you'll be able to find new melodies because you've played a lot of songs on the musical instrument that you have new melodies in your mind anytime. You can just pick something and just start singing, just one word, apple, 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 apple. You understand what I mean? And a good songwriter is not somebody who can just write lyrics. No, that's just a good writer. A good songwriter is somebody who is able to combine lyrics, harmonies, melodies to create something that can speak to the listener emotionally. Don't underestimate the power of learning a musical instrument. Trust me. On to the next point. Number 9, consume other art forms. Let me break it down for you. Right? Songwriting is a connected art. It's not on its own. It's connected to every field that you can basically think of. And it thrives on inspiration. It gets inspiration from other places. New perspectives, fresh ideas. And let me give you other art forms so that you understand what I mean. Let's start with the first one, literature. What does literature give you? Literature gives you the ability to build characters and gives you good vocabs, which is very, very important into your songwriting. Now, another art form that a lot of people know, which I like, film and theater. Everybody enjoys film. Everybody watches movies. This one I really love because it gives you the ability to be able to craft emotional narratives out of basically anything. Now, if you go to my storytelling page, which I entreat all of you guys to go there, you see what I'm talking about. Movies helps you master the art of rise, tension, climax, resolution, emotions. Now bring all of that into songwriting. When you're writing the songs, the rises, the beats, the pauses, the whispers, the cry. Oh my goodness. It's like you're writing a song, but it's a movie. You see how every art form can link to songwriting? That makes you a better songwriter if you know most of these. Now let me do the last one. Dance. What does dance entreat you to do? Move your body, right? But you're moving your body according to what thing? Rhythm, timing. And what does songwriting entail? A lot. Timing, rhythm, to be able to write the song in such a way that you can be able to move to the timing, you can be able to articulate the words. You understand? Your mouth or your voice is now an instrument. It's now a percussive instrument. Do you understand? So all these art forms, consuming other art forms can help improve your songwriting skills. Number 10, be yourself. At the end of the day, my friend, you came to this world alone, you die alone. When you're writing songs, just write with what you resonate with. Hopefully, a lot more people will resonate with the same thing that you resonate with. We are all different people, but we share the same emotions. Joy, pain, anger, hate, love. Write about these things. Just keep on writing, my friend. And with time, you'll get better. Until then, be creative.